And with the 35th overall pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans are selecting Roger McCreary, cornerback from Auburn. This is one of my favorite players in the draft class. I have been all on board McCreary. I had him graded out as a borderline first-round pick in this year's draft because I love the tape he had so much. I mean, he's such an interesting player and fun player to watch because of what he was capable of doing in some very intense situations. I mean, this past year against Alabama was such a huge matchup. The last game he played in his entire college career, targeted 18 times. 18 times, just allowed 7 receptions for 93 yards. That is excellent. And when you watch Roger McCreary, he's one of the few guys who I believe has pattern matching capabilities in man-to-man coverage. He's got shorter arms, very short arms for the position, actually, which is a bit of a concern. That's something that teams are going to look at and not going to like. It's probably why he's not a first-round pick, because his arm length is so small, and it's rare to be that small and succeed at the NFL level. 28 and 7/8 inch arms. And most teams don't draft guys who have smaller than 30-inch arms. And it is very important for that position. So there's some concern that maybe he'll be a slot-only player. I think he can actually play outside because he was so good in college this past year. The 3 guys who really stood out in college in terms of productivity, Roger McCreary, Ahmad Gardner, and Trent McDuffie. Those 3 were the top guys when you look at grading and look at how they produced and how well they played. To me, it's those 3 at the top. So I'm not shocked that he's a pick here. Although it is very interesting, you're throwing him into a locker room that already has Christian Fulton, a very young and promising player from LSU. Caleb Farley was a first-round pick and a high first-round pick last year for you, who missed almost the entire rookie season because of injuries and has an injury history. And Elijah Molden, who's also a fairly young player, was proven to be a very good slot option for you, Washington. So the question is now you've got 3 really good players already in this room who are all very young. You're adding Roger McCreary to it, and he's not a guy who can play safety. He's going to play outside or inside corner, one of the 2. Now the question becomes, whose job is he taking? Or, where does he see the field? When does he get playing time? Because it's a really crowded cornerback room. And you can never have too many corners in the NFL. So I'm not saying it's a bad thing to have. It's a really good problem to have. It'll just be interesting to see how they use him, given the pieces they already have in the defense.